In part 2 here, I'm going to show you how to make your terrain sprites, how to make them line up so that the edges are the same height, because you want it to look nice and smooth so that when the ground is scrolling along, it looks even and convincing. We're going to make a new sprite. We're going to paint our new sprite. We're going to use the brush tool here, and let's pick a nice green because let's make some grass. I'm going to just sort of draw some hills and some dips and valleys here. I will say that it will work a little better. The less steep, the less severe you make these hills and stuff. And we're going to use the fill tool, the paintbrush tool, fill that in. Now, in the same sprite, I'm going to duplicate this costume. And think about this a little bit spatially. I need this edge, the way the program works, I need this edge to be the same height as this edge, and this edge needs to be the same height as this edge. So to do that, I'm going to flip one of them around, and they line up perfectly because it's going to go one after the other. Now, they don't have to be mirror images of each other. As long as I leave the two sides intact, I can change the hills and stuff without any kind of problem. Let's even add a hill here. So again, as long as you leave the two edges intact, you can adjust the different parts of the second costume. Now I'm going to rename this Terrain 1. And I'm going to duplicate it, and that is automatically there, Terrain 2. Now, if you're not sure, if you take a look at this, the two different sprites, you can see, for some reason that doesn't want to drag over, but you can see that the edges line up, so that when it's scrolling one sprite to the next, it's going to look somewhat smooth. Now that trick is a little tricky, I guess. So if you didn't follow, go back and watch again. And I'll show you in class also.